Hi, this is Stacia, and I wanted to share another tactics puzzle with you. It's a really cool one, so I hope you enjoy it. It is black to move and win, so if you'd like to pause your video, go ahead and do so now. Okay, and I have some things to say, but I will tell you that this is a forced mate in 3 for black, um, so hopefully you got it. Um, So let's go ahead and start. When I solve these tactics puzzles, I like to start with candidate moves like checks, captures, and tempo moves. Specifically starting with checks to see if there's anything promising there. If there isn't, then I move on to tempo moves. Or I'm sorry, move on to captures, followed by tempo moves. So here we have some interesting checks. There's quite a few actually. So we have this knight check here. That's pretty interesting. We've got rook f1 check. This pawn can actually move forward and check the king. We also have um, queen g2 check and queen h1 check. And I realize that a lot of these checks probably look a little bit silly, but often even the silly ones can turn out to be very powerful. So it's important to consider all your options. And the one move that sticks out to me here is this queen h1 check looks really cool. Like if we could play this move, it would be checkmate. So it's very interesting. And then when you examine rook to f1, the king is actually going to be forced away. If they don't take the rook, then the king basically has to go to h2, which would allow queen h1 checkmate. So this is a very forcing check, and this is the correct variation. So the king must take here, but now we can play this move, queen h1 check. And this is pretty interesting because the queen is controlling the entire first rank and the light squares on this diagonal. So the only move that the white king has is f2, king to f2. And then in your calculation, the question should be, does black have a follow-up here? And it turns out that we do. So we have some more checks to consider. So we have knight here, and also this queen g2 check. This looks really tempting, and like in a blitz game, I might play that by accident, but this is actually not a good move because it passes up the opportunity to mate in 1. So knight g4, checkmate. Beautiful pattern. And I like to talk about these patterns just to burn them into my own brain. So here's a situation where you've got the queen controlling the entire first rank and the light squares. The flight squares are occupied by white's own pieces. So I love to see, this rook is actually assisting with the checkmate because there is no king e2. This pawn as well is assisting with the checkmate because there's no king g3. And this knight does a beautiful job with the queen covering these dark squares. So that's something that I think I really need to burn into my brain, is that this queen and knight can cover opposite color squares together and create these beautiful checkmating patterns. So there you go. Thanks for watching. If you did, I'm going to go through this one more time. So rook to f1 check. King takes is forced. We're going to swing the the queen into this awesome position, covering so many squares. King f2 is absolutely forced, and we have a checkmate, knight g4 checkmate. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like. It was suggested to me to put in these. I forget what you call these things. Just the numbers and letters of, I guess, labels for the squares. I actually think it's helpful to not have them, but it was suggested to me to include them. So I'm wondering what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Anything I can do to slowly improve my videos, like a chess position, I'm interested in doing. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and have a great day. Bye.